Hi, Sister Tracy Haran here from the Kino Border Initiative with a January update from Nogales. First, I want to let you know that this week we published our annual congressional update year in review. So that means we have a report that is documenting all of the tendencies, testimonies, observations from the past year, 2025. So just to give you a few quick top lines, those of you who have been following us know that last year we saw the closure to access to asylum at the border. So we saw lots of people who were waylaid here in Nogales, families that were unable to access protection and all that that meant for them. We also started to see more people arriving here who were long-term US residents, some with different levels of immigration status, who were being detained and deported from the interior of the United States. And at the same time, we saw that oversight offices for the Department of Homeland Security were cut. So that meant as we were trying to document increasing abuses with overcrowding in detention and increasingly violent tactics being used against people by ICE, we saw that those offices were not functioning and responding in the same way. So when you look at that report and go to our website, you can see summaries and interpretations of all of that in more detail. But I do want to share one testimony from the ones that we've been collecting over the past month that really kind of summarizes that and also shows what we continue to see here. So a man who I will name Jairo, who arrived in December and has been staying at our shelter. He had been living as a legal permanent resident. He'd been in Arizona for 22 years and he was with his US citizen wife and they were taking their son to school. The two of them were expecting a new baby, and after they dropped him off, an ICE agent approached them, broke down the window of the car, and started to take Jairo out of the car and was beating him physically, even as he said, "I'm a legal permanent resident, I'm a legal permanent resident." The wife tried to intervene and she was beaten as well, and that resulted a few days later in her losing her baby. And so, you know, that's an extreme example, but it does underscore the reality that we're seeing, one that many people, even as they're interacting with immigration officials and letting them know they have a legal status, they're being ignored and still taken into custody, detained and deported, and also the increasing violence that ICE agents in particular are using against people who then end up detained and deported here to Nogales. So please check out our full report and follow us, stay connected so we can keep updating you with what's going on here at the Kino Border Initiative.